There is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, the contribution from this guy, Fermin Lopez, will be key again. He's got the perfect fusion of energy and good vision. So he's going to be busy skittling around the field, both on and off the ball, looking for any space he can exploit. His game is full of devilment. He's a mischief maker.
Chance for a shot! It's in! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Chelsea are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So, a breakthrough already. No, that's been intercepted. And that's a throw-in. Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. Fernandez. And he's found the way past. Bellingham. Threads one in. And he's picked it up out wide. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Zanetti. Now Howson. More and more pressure on the ball here. Vermeer. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Aims beyond the defence. And here's the chance to counter. And it's Lopez. Great vision. Fernandez. Yaya Toure. Fernandez tries to play it through. Royce is flagged offside. Quarter of an hour played. Now, can they get him away? And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Bellingham finding himself in space. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Gets his head on it! Royce is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Tries to pass it through. And here's Mbappe. Fernandez. Now it's Girassi. And it's Royce. Now it's Lopez. Bellingham. Distributed tidily. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Bellingham. He's found a way through. Vieira.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He has found the way through. Mbappe had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Out towards the flank. Plays getting up there! And that's a tidy finish. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. picked that one out. It was a bullet.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And yes, it's him again. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
He's picked his way through. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Zanetti. And here's Fernandes.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Liverpool are still behind as we reach out for half-time. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Lopez. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Mbappe, and that could set him on his way. Cafu. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Drogba.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Fernandes. Now it's Royce. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that signals the end of the first period. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Support for our World Charity
Just
Fund.
about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So right back into the action.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
He's had it taken off him. Vermin looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Girassi is in a really good position out wide. It's a goal kick. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure. Makaleli is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Rijkaard. And Robertson. Chelsea are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when defending.
Can he finish? There will be a throw-in.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Cafu is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Passing nice and neat. Makaleli. Cafu receives it in a wide position. Towering header! Oh, off the bar! And again! Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed...
Big chance! And we have our very first corner. Bullish header! And yes, it's there! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Makaleli. Driving forward. Vieira. And he cuts out the supply. Rijkaard. Oh, it's Dembele. And here's Bellingham. Mbappe, and the shot! It's a goal! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Liverpool now just needing 1.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Royce, Lopez, Royce, and this is Royce. It's a really well-measured ball. That's very neat. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And it's Vieira. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's good. Shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Chelsea clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Cafu, Royce, he's got away, drills one in. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Drogba. Bellingham. Bellingham! And that could come back to haunt them.
Bellingham absolutely knew he could ill afford to miss that.
Royce. Time is running out here.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage. Liverpool really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Now it's Royce. Makaleli is always looking to break lines. Cafu. And it's Makaleli. Oh, easy pickings there.
There will be 3 minutes.
And they're quick to get it back. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Royce. Now it's Royce. Royce with the cross. Lovely feet. Dembele looking understandably energised up. That's that, the end. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running.
Well, I think Thiago's going to have a massive role to play in this game, Peter. Best deployed deeper in midfield. He likes to drop back into defence at times, force that defence wide and forward.
Impressive jump! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Yaya Toure. Rijkaard. And it's Bellingham. Now this could be a chance. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good take and a good shot, surely! And again! Oh, he's been caught napping. This looks promising. Looking for the run.
Liverpool would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Oh, that's fabulous. Driving through the... Can he finish? A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Thiago can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Thiago, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. He's picked his way through. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. And he's managed to get rid. And that looks a decent ball. He's being urged to shoot. And he's heaved it away. Not the most accurate pass. Robertson, and here's Mbappe. Shot could be on. Quick look, then oh, good climb. And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Pass has gone astray. Yaya Toure! He's done very well to get to that.
Yaya Toure actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That's been slipped through. And this is Luis Suarez. Oh, he's got a side of goal. And the shot! Xabi Alonso gets flagged offside. Now it's Isak. It's a really well-measured ball. He's shifting through the chance! He's delivered all right! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now. Liverpool are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Xavi Alonso is always looking to break lines. Oh, they can break here. Aimed beyond the defence. Bellingham. Alexander-Arnold. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Alexander-Arnold.
Liverpool really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
This is a promising build-up. Played into space. Oh, great leap! Harmlessly behind. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mbappe. And here's Drogba. Yaya Toure. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Liverpool truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Yaya Toure. Drogba. Good read, needed to be. And it's Robertson. Oh, what a ball! Cross from there's the header! It's a goal! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
This possibly the last play of the half. Mbappe. And for the first half, that is that. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
And a quick announcement today.
So first half thoughts?
From
I
today's
think the manager
match
should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
Substitution on the field. Number 13, Ibrahima Konate.
Liverpool get the second half going.
Number 15.
Van Dijk, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Now, can they get him away? Rijkaard. And this is Drogba. Thiago. Has a look and plays it forward. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Great vision. He is through here. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Driven forward. Drogba might just make this. Thiago for Xavi Alonso. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Luis Suarez.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
And they can counter here. Knocks it into space. That's a shade optimistic. And that is a little undercooked. Mbappe shapes to shoot! Goal! And the comeback is complete! And that was as close to certain as can be.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Number 11, Kylian Mbappe.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And he's managed to get free. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Alexander-Arnold considers his options. It's bounced back off the post. Alexander-Arnold can clear it away. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Thiago into the channel.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Wirtz stood his ground strongly. Alexander-Arnold. And it's McAllister. Thiago.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Can he get it through? Oh, no joy this time. McAllister. It's Xavi Alonso. And it's Thiago. Look at the space here! Drogba is onto it in a flash. That is ended up in no man's land. Nicely shaped ball. Neither of these two want to come off second best. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Wirtz delivers with whip. Bullish header! It's in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Well, all I can say is that he did very well to squeeze it in near post. He didn't have much to aim at.
So again, we have parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Takes a shot! Another one of football's and how moments.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
That has been knocked clear.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And this is Thiago. Oh, well played, well played. This is intriguing. Next goal, critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
He's got away. Alexander-Arnold receives it in a white. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And no surprise, that's a booking. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Number 14, Thiago. Number 18, Suarez. Number 9,
It's a decent clearance.
Isaac. Coming on the field, number 6, Mohamed Salah. Number 21, Owen.
McAllister.
Number 22,
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much
Great
faster.
ball if he can get there. Great challenge, time to perfection.
Well, you'd expect nothing less from him, Peter. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Liverpool can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And here's Mohamed Salah.
Added time.
That's good play. Alexander-Arnold making good progress on the right-hand side. That's a cute ball. Nicely aimed pass. Looking to play him in. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He has found the way through. And he's in, and the shot! But he's left disappointed. So that's it. It is all over. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
And that's where we have to end it. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway.
Well, Alessandro Nesta turns defence into an art form. If you like your defenders slick and quick, this is the man.
Yeah, am I right in saying he started out as a fullback?
Yeah, I think he may have begun his career as a fullback, but he became a central colossus.
And he's only too happy to take that back. He's found a way through. Oh, good-looking ball. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Bellingham tries to thread one through. Dembele in acres of space out wide. He's in a great position here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Pogba, nice bit of trickery, always goal side. Bale, Girassi, now the... Girassi! Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, it's more pressure than ball at the moment. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And he was quick to react. And it's Bellingham. He is just caressing the ball. And he's picked it up out wide. First quarter of an hour gone. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Knocks it into space. Yaya Toure, the arch schemer, always looking to get the team going. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Dembele. Nicely weighted ball, and it's made its way to him. Bellingham unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Played out to the left flank. Now he's got space here. No luck with that dink over the top. Bellingham. Oh, important interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Drogba. Alexander-Arnold has it in a wide position, and he gets rid in a hurry.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Now it's Pogba. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. 30 minutes gone. Now it's Drogba. Tries to pass it through. Barcelona are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Guirassy gets on the end of things as a matter of habit.
Barcelona couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Now, can they get him away? Dembele has the space to scheme. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Aimed beyond the defence. Well-timed, excellent interception. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Hazard. Pogba. Now it's Guirassy. Tries to play it through. Now it's Guirassy. And Guirassy. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Bale. Rijkaard. And it's Neymar. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Drogba. Liverpool do have a chance to counter here.
1 minute added time.
That's a shade optimistic. Rijkaard. Now it's Guirassy. Now it's Rijkaard. Guirassy. And for the first half, that is that. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Smoking is only permitted.
Would you review the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Substitutions taking place.
So we're underway for the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now.
Neymar really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking to play him in. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Robertson. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pogba turns back here, probably the best option. Guirassy. Now it's Hazard. Zanetti. Now it's Hazard. Stood up well to him there. Liverpool are looking to break at pace. Great vision. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Looking for the run. Not where it came from. Oh, well played, well played. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Liverpool clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be interesting.
Now it's Girassi. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. That has ended up in no man's land. Neymar is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Pass is just off target. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
They're back in possession and ready to go again.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Girassi. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And here's Drogba. Just about up to 75 minutes. Can he get it through? Alexander-Arnold cuts out the pass. Drogba might just make this. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that's beautifully weighted.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And that was asking for too much. Robertson. Mbappe. Pass somewhat off target. Well, that has not gone well. He's had it taken off him. And that's really well manoeuvred.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
This is it then, now or never. Bale. That's a sharp pass. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
The referee's awarded a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Substitution.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. That's it. There will be time for no more. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us.